going on, guys? It's your girl here, Andy Crimson with Mukbangs and Hangs. How are you guys? I've really missed you. I haven't had the best few days. I've been in a funk, kind of blue. It happens to all of us, but I'm really excited to be here filming another episode for you guys. I've got a few things to talk about, so let me go ahead and introduce the food. Today, we've got Applebee's. I haven't been to Applebee's in kind of a bit. I think the most recent time I went was with some girlfriends who went to just catch up, I used to frequent this one particular location quite a bit. Maybe a couple years ago, we would go do karaoke nights with my coworkers, and it was a lot of fun. Today, I bring you... Sorry, I feel like a little disappointed just looking on the outside of this thing. This is the 4-cheese mac and cheese with honey pepper chicken strips. So basically like an adult mac and cheese, which I've been craving some pasta, and I used to get this when I would frequent Applebee's. So we'll see how it tastes. And I got my Diet Pepsi too. Okay. First impression is not all that gorgeous. It looks a little dry, not enough, the pasta looks plain, especially in this region right here. It's supposed to have the special sauce with a lot of 4-cheese mac and cheese, right? And there's some little bacon bits here. But let's do a thumbnail before we get into it. So, trying to see if you can see my neck. Okay. And of course, got a breadstick. It's got that garlic on it, and it smells really good. Put that on the side here. All right. I'm going to... Yeah, I don't know, guys. I thought this was going to be a lot better presentation-wise, but let's just get some chicken. How's y'all's week been going? Your weekend? You've done anything new, exciting? I've just been prepping for this race. It's been in the making for a couple years. I really wanted to get back into 5Ks, and I got injured, and then there was COVID, so I'm excited. Alrighty, let's get a good piece of chicken and kind of dip into this sauce here. I think that's good. I don't want to overdo it. Alrighty, here goes the first bite. Honestly, I was expecting way more. The chicken's kind of dry, I thought they were coated, with the sauce, kind of like how Chili's does their chili habanero strips. There's not a lot of sauce for these noodles. They're basically pretty plain. But taste-wise, I taste the sweetness that's off of this dressing for the chicken. I don't know, it's kind of lackluster for lack of a better term. But oh well, I'm hungry and I'm gonna eat it anyway. And we've got stuff to talk about, so at least that'll liven things up, right? So, first things first, Halestorm came out with a new album, and upon first listen, took me a little bit to get into those songs. But I really like it. I think it packs more of a powerful punch than their last album. I think their last album came out in 2018. And what I love about Halestorm is, while I love me some poetic and mysterious, real elaborate dressed up lyrics, I really like how she drives home, is kind of straightforward with what she has to say. My favorite song right now is Bombshell. and Bright Side, I think is the name of the song. Pretty good tracks. It's good if you are feeling like down on yourself, and I don't know, like I know her music isn't just for women, but I feel like most of her songs are like really about women empowerment. I've really identified with her music growing up. Like, she's who I wanted to be. I think I've said this before. I was like, when I grow up, I want to be like Lzzy Hale, because she's powerful, she's confident, and whatever you were feeling like you needed a boost or you went through a breakup, you know, her music was there for me. So it's been good so far. I'm gonna be probably listening to it periodically throughout the day. And speaking of Lzzy Hale, some like rock magazine, I'm not really sure what it is, but they did like a little interview with her, and she was talking about ghosts, and I was like, I gotta watch this. And it just warmed my heart that one of my favorite leading ladies loves my favorite band. And she was telling a little story, like how she found them, and she actually got to be a Sister of Sin in one of their performances. And she talked about her favorite albums and how she admires him, she's inspired by the music, and that made me excited because she kind of talked about if you hear something that, oh, that kind of is reminiscent of ghosts, like she was inspired by it. And I can't wait to see maybe a future album that Halestorm puts out that will kind of echo it. She talked about the way he does his vocals in comparison to where she used to do it, and I would really be more intrigued to see like a layering effect with her, bring something different. An 80s sounding Halestorm album would be amazing. There's actually a song that I really like. It's by this band. I think they put out 2 albums and then they kind of disappeared. Soraya. And I think it also started one of those, oh, we're a rock band, but we're Christian. Like the storyline of like Evanescence and Flyleaf. But they just kind of disappeared after those 2 albums. Anyways, they have a song called Healing Touch, which I really love. And I think if Lzzy covered that song, it would be amazing. Although I am disappointed about this, it's still kind of tasty, but it could have packed more of a punch. And the way I remembered it, so different too. So guys, I don't know if you've noticed, I know when anything happens in the Ghost universe, Twitter kind of just like runs rampant with it. But yeah, it has been known that Tobias was gonna have like a cameo in this new Netflix series called Clark. I'm not sure exactly the premise, but it is something to do with Sweden, so you watch it in Swedish or whatever language you want to watch it in. But he plays like a violinist, and everybody was expecting like a super grainy footage. It's not going to be like a up close and personal shot, you know. It's just like, I don't know how much of the limelight is he going to be in. And surprisingly, he's like right front and center into this particular scene, and it was super funny to watch. I don't want to spoil it, but I will link it below. It's hilarious. I kept rewatching it because I just couldn't believe it. There's a part, I don't know if you guys have seen it, in the Swedish dialogue or the voices. I think he says like a line or like a half line when he's engaging with this other character. I think I hear it. I don't know if you guys have heard it. It's very small. It's just like, oh, like starting to say a sentence, and then he gets like smashed. Here's a hidden piece of bacon in this stack of noodles. The bacon, it's okay. There wasn't like a lot of it. It was kind of just towards the bottom. Different sizes. It wasn't like a crumble or anything. It's kind of just rip it up and like put it in there type of deal. So, a while back, one of my sisters recommended to me that I need to watch Moon Knight, and that's like a new Marvel series on Disney Plus. And sometimes it's kind of hard to keep up with what Disney is doing with Marvel, since it's a vast universe. Like, I don't even know like many characters, and I've been dragging my feet to watch it because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But the great thing about some of these series is that they're limited, so they only have like max like 6 or 8 episodes, which this one had 6. I was like, easy to watch. And I surprisingly liked it. It was not as intriguing to me as maybe WandaVision, but it was different, and the Egyptian storyline background element to it I really enjoyed because I love ancient Egypt. So yeah, I recommend you guys, if you guys want like something that's not like a big commitment on a show, go watch Moon Knight on Disney Plus. It has Oscar Isaac in it. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if they're gonna have a season 2. Like, a lot of these things they've been saying they're just one-offs. Maybe so introduce their characters in a small role in something more major. But who will see? If we have any Marvel buffs in the YouTube space, chime in, let me know what you think. Have you heard of Moon Knight before? If any of you have already seen the Multiverse of Madness, no spoilers because I'm going to be waiting a bit before I go watch it. I want to know, on a rating system, is it thumbs up, thumbs down, is it eh? That's all I want to know. So far, the people that I've come across have said that they've really liked it, so that's a good sign for me. Hey, wasn't there supposed to be like a single I saw from Ghost, or was that like was that already cleared up that it was another artist called Ghost that was gonna have a track released around the same time Clark was gonna come out? There's a piece of bacon, I think. Some good. And this cheese sauce, it doesn't really taste like anything. I was expecting more, maybe a sharper taste. In reality, it's kind of like a watered down Alfredo. Like, even the appearance, I was expecting more like a yellow color. Also, in the world of Ghosts right now, apparently Papa's been calling out the known nickname of one of the ghouls since the tour started, I think. And nobody realized it till like just recently. And I'm like, oh. And that name is like a direct call out to who he is. Like, it's what he's used in his other bands and stuff. So So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I want to know what y'all think about that. Do you think it's a good thing that the ghouls are they're getting closer to being publicly recognized by the band or by Papa or however they want to do it? Also, the ghouls have been pretty bold about posting each other on their stories and stuff, which I think it's adorable. I think it's cool that I think that's cool that that's going to be a thing, because they're never going to lose like their ghoul names or whatever, Rain, Ether, Mountain. But I think it's kind of special to be publicly acknowledged. Like, oh, you are a part of Ghost, you know? I'm not going to really do, I guess this is the last bite, because this is the last piece of chicken, but I'm not really going to do it officially because it's just like pasta. So... you let me down, Applebee's. You let me down real hard. So what are we gonna do about this mac and cheese chicken thing from Applebee's, guys? I don't know, like, I'm really disappointed. So we're gonna give it it's gotta be like in a 3 category, to be honest. It's just, I was shocked first impression just looking at it, because it didn't look like what it was advertised, and everything was kind of in the middle on the bottom, and it wasn't in excess. You know, sometimes that could be a bad thing, but I think when you're doing like a pasta dish, it's always good to have more versus less. You don't want to run the risk of like the pasta being dry and stuff. Chicken looked plain. Like if my memory serves me correctly, I remember this thing being coated with sauce, and it had a real nice color, you know, and I've had it before. So yeah, like, we're gonna go around 3. It was still like decent, but I was just like severely disappointed in it, you know? So that'll be that for that meal. So I hope you still enjoyed the video and our time together. Remember, you can always ask me anything in the comments, or you want to talk about music or shows or something like that. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I don't always post like quality content, but just like a throwaway stuff. But you can follow me on there if you want. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world to me. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch the videos, share them, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. So, bye!